So it's now day 2 of NaNoWriMo. I didn't get as much writing done as I would have liked. Simple fact is real life got in the way, kept me up later than I would have liked, so I didn't wake up as early as I would have liked. I try to write before I go to work. That's really the best time that I've found. Everybody's kind of asleep and there's nothing really to get in the way of what I need to do, and I can at least have it done before I go into work and I don't have to think about it all day. The downside is that I have to try and go to bed earlier the night before, or I can't function, I can't think. And yeah, last night I was kept up a little later than I would have liked. So today I wrote 2.5 pages, which is about half of what I try to do on a day. And it's kind of frustrating because it's you try to, or I try to control for all the factors that I can in order to be able to write as much as I can and get as much done. But then there's factors you just can't control, and real life is one of them. And you know, it's not impossible to put real life on hold for writing, I guess, but is that really something you want to do? I mean, if you put everything that's in real life on hold to write, then you're not really writing about anything. It's a weird dichotomy where to make something like this work, you have to put as much effort and work into it as you want. But you know, real life happens, and real life has to take up some room in what you do. It has to take up some room in your life. You know, if you just sit there punching away at the keys every day, you don't actually live anything. You don't really have anything to write about. I'm also in this stage right now where I'm convinced that the book's gonna suck and it's not really worth writing. You know, I was hesitating between two ideas before I started, and I'm only 8 pages in and I'm already thinking I took the wrong one. I'm gonna switch arms. I'm gonna have to get a tripod thing done. So I'm having the tough time right now where I'm trying to keep going on this. It's super early and I'm already convinced that it's not going to be a good book and it's not a good choice. And it's stupid because I've already been here before. I've already done a first draft where as I'm working on it, I'm like, this is stupid, this is going to suck, and I should stop. And then I finished the first draft. I finished the book now, and I look back on it, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it's really hard to gauge whether this feeling I have of this book is going to suck and it's not worth pushing through for. It's hard to tell whether, because I'm a bit more advanced than I was, incrementally so, but am I just recognizing the problem early? Do I know what I'm talking about this time and I should do the other thing, or is it just the same feeling and I have to just keep pushing through? I don't know. Worst case scenario, I spend this month writing this book, and then I read over the first draft and it does suck, and then I write the other one. And yeah, maybe then the good book won't be done through NaNoWriMo, but that has to be fine. I think it's time. I think that's where the friction comes from. I feel like I don't have enough time. I feel like I need to hurry up and get published. You know, I'm 26 and I'm sort of finally finding my stride, finding my beat, and I just wish I'd found it, 8 years earlier. Imagine if I'd been 18 and I was working on this as hard as I am now, I'd probably be published by now, probably have a very different life. I think it's a combination of anything can happen, that can put your life expectancy at a place where you didn't think it was going to be, that you thought you'd have a bit more. And another factor being that I feel like I've wasted a huge portion of my youth because I kind of fucked around, didn't know what I was doing. I drifted from one degree to another, and I'm not doing anything with either of them, and I kind of knew halfway through that I wasn't going to, and I still finished them. And now I feel like I'm at 26 and I'm playing catch up with all these other writers who are younger and better and further. I don't know. That's my friction that I have to work on, I think. As far as the NaNoWriMo thing goes, the best thing I can do is just to keep writing. And I gotta stick to this one book. And, tomorrow is another day. I don't know if I'll have time to write more today because I've already got a booked day ahead of me. And I don't know, I gotta stick with it, get to tomorrow, and get my writing done then. That's the best I can do, I guess. So that's it for today. If you like what you see, don't comment, don't subscribe. I'm taking part in Movember this month, which is where men grow a mustache to promotes the wrong term for it, bring awareness to men's health issues. So instead of all that YouTube stuff, there's a link in the description, and if you would like to donate, please do so. It goes towards helping a lot of people. And yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.